Oh, well, I almost got all my buttons clicked in that appropriate time, but welcome to the journey. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to this little situation. I like to call Tuesdays with Tori. Wow, I know, super original name. Actually, my coworker Jen, she made the name, so it's actually amazing. Oh, Lorette's here too. Look at this.
Hello, Laura.
Hi. We have like all the Paradise Girls, almost, just all the Paradise people. It's pretty fantastic. I didn't make this up, right? Even though I work for Paradise, which is Paradise Marketing and Paradise Pleasure Product. You guys are at Paradise for Adults and Paradise Glass, and you're the Paradise Girls. I didn't plan it this way. This is all just the beautifulness of.
We're all Paradise Girls.
Paradise family.
Oh, it is a Paradise family. I freaking love it. Addie, what are you doing?
Hello.
Oh, we love Paradise. Everybody here in Paradise. Erica, yes. Let's go. Let's do things. All right. So, what are we doing? I'm Tori. If you haven't been here before, thus the name. I'm cluing you in. I'm a sales director at Paradise Marketing, which turned me into a condom charmer, and now I have this latest evolution as a LGB ringleader, so to speak. LGB, RGB, LED, right? Like I'm making up my own shit right now. Fabulous. So if you've been watching for a while, congratulations, you've made it. There's no prize, but thank you for doing it. But what I do want to thank everybody for is when I started the show, it's honestly been a ranting into the universe, the ether, and everybody keeps talking back. And now I get to do fun things like celebrate people who truly fill my soul, because not only have they done nothing but support my new glow up and the line. They're Paradise. It's like, it's serendipitous. It's meant to be. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. We got our green on.
Oh my goodness. I do not have green on, but I made a festive background. If you guys can see, it's not black and gold. It's a fancy, I don't know if it's a beer or a latte, but it's whatever you want it to be. Drea made it. This is so exciting.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Black is the new green for me. Question mark? It's my show. I can do it if I want. Okay, so the long and quick of it is everybody's awesome, and here we are on the show. But before I was doing any of this or even in this industry, I was also a retail floor sales manager, and so was my husband. So retail's where we grew up, and just retail people are my people.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones that work on the floor every single day.
Yes.
You're the ones that the consumers are talking to. You are the soldiers of education. And I love being able to have a chance to celebrate you guys. So we're going to do things, and it's going to be fun. Without further ado, Paradise people, Paradise gals, would you introduce yourselves to the fabulous audience here?
So I'm Rim Paradise. I mainly work at the adult store.
And I'm Adriana Paradise. I work at the glass shop, but I also come over here and work over here. I do both. We go back and forth.
They go both ways,
Yes.
ladies and germs. How did you guys all get started in adult retail?
So we both have quite funny stories. I used to work at a gas station before I got here, and our lovely owner, Matt, he came in every morning and got coffee at my gas station and kind of kept asking me if I wanted to work for him. And you know what's better than a gas station? Porn store.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
I honestly accidentally ended up over here. I applied for the glass shop because I was like, oh, this is going to be a really fun job. And then I ended up over here all the time, but I love it over here. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just felt very comfortable over here. I love helping the customers. They're super fun.
Like, life is worth living. Yes, we all have to make a living.
It's worth living when you're here.
I love that Matthew is just total vibes, and he's successful doing it. It's even better, right?
Yes, his vibes are very impossible to ignore. You can't help.
Don't mess with the vibes.
No, you can't mess with him. He's literally on top of the world.
Aw. Well, what was anybody's first impression walking into the job, right? So you're like, cool, I'm going from Yeah.
I think for me, I was quite nervous. I was quite young. I just turned 18 and I was like, this is like a new thing for me. Like, sex has always been something that I enjoyed talking about and like explaining because in my school, I never had much of a sexual education. So it was kind of, I had to learn it myself. And I think it's really important that younger demographics should know about the importance of sexual health and safety.
I agree.
And that it's not bad or good. It's just whatever makes you comfortable, that is what's correct.
Well, and that it's okay to go out and ask questions, and you don't need to have all the answers
That was
yet,
me.
right?
I used to be really nervous. Like when I first started here, I was nervous because obviously I know about sex and stuff, but I didn't have all the knowledge I have right now about all the toys and all the different things. And as I learned it and like worked here, it became like now I'm just comfortable and somebody comes in here uncomfortable and I can just be like, hey, it's cool. Like everybody has sex and they'll leave like not uncomfortable anymore.
Well, that's awesome. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, like, okay, there's no, I have to remind myself, there's no condom emergency, right? So shout out to those that are saving lives, but also it's our livelihood. So, you guys are the ones that are responsible for changing lives. Like, it's not maybe, I'm not talking like in the EMT way, right? I'm not a doctor. If there's any lawyers out there, we're
saving lives, but we've definitely saved a few marriages.
Yes, there you go. And that's a huge part of someone's life, right? Like when I try to tell people it's about a holistic approach, I'm like, I mean, like not just HOLE, like WHOLE, like there's a whole body, right? Like the fact that, what is it? We have less than 25 years on PMS and almost 100 years of ED research. And so there's a lot of things still coming out about welcome to perimenopause. People, I know way too many hormone things now, just based off of the place we're in. There's always like a great spot for education. And there's still so much we don't know, that not just like this is part of your holistic health, but just your life. And, come to find out, you don't take care of some of these things and it doesn't just affect your, sexual, spiritual side. It can actually affect like your organs and your brain and your bones and all these things. And it's like, whoa, should have someone said that? Anyways, welcome to my rant. The people are saying the things. Helene, who we adore, she says truth. Dre is here. And she says, absolutely. Lorette, we became sex therapists behind the sex shop retail counter, right?
Yes,
Cameras here, retail baddies. Oh, no freaking joke. Yeah, it's like, what were the bartenders of the sex shops, right? Or like bartenders end up becoming like your therapist or whatever. It's like more like the other way around, the retail bartender.
You condoms and then you get a life story about something.
Do you get more life stories selling and handing out condoms or toys or lube?
I feel like it's different for everybody. Everybody's different, but I think toys are definitely a bigger one. Most people, when they talk about toys in our town, we have a small town and everything, and the younger demographic is coming in because they're just starting out with the sex stuff, and then I have older people coming in because they need to spice up their relationship or they just got out of a relationship, and everything is, everybody comes in with a different story, and you have to match your energy to that person's story.
Oh yes,
and then you have to match the toys or whatever lubricant they need for their specific needs.
No, and that's selling 101, so to speak, is you're a problem solver. You need to craft the experience, but
it's
how are you going to know that?
The most expensive toy. It's about selling the toy that does the most for that person.
Lorette also, very random stories, mostly because I don't shut up when it comes to sexual things. Hey, when I learn something, I want to tell everybody. The one limon is what he's getting shenanigans going on here. Oh, this is so fun. I'm like, what other things about retail do we want to just celebrate and bond over? This is like super fun. I love everybody like coming in to be like, Yeah,
Love it.
celebrate. We need more of it. Yay, retail people. It's and you're maybe almost one of a kind, but like really maybe only two of a kind in terms of people that are still selling on the floor. What I see as far as you know, I'm actually gonna take you through the journey of the store and figure out your needs selling versus like, you know, you walk into CVS and it's like, hey, where are the band-aids aisle 13? Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Right. It's our industry and maybe marijuana, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, who else can I like where else do I just walk in? Like I can't walk into Target and be like, I'm really feeling all these things and this is my list. And then just like, here, I suggest this. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
a lot of work. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work.
Over here, we love to engage in like the entertainment and the show business
Yes.
type of thing. It's kind of like a zoo. Like I want to go to the zoo and see everything, but I'm not going to look at the lemurs for a certain amount of time if nobody's showing them off. You know?
Ah, I like that. Yeah, tell me more about this retail entertainment.
Yeah. So each of us
Please.
Paradise Girls, we have like themes. Basically, we're like actors. Like we got the dark goth, which is me, obviously, and then we got this preppy girl over here, and everybody has a different experience with all of us, and it's always a good experience. But it's not going to be the same experience, and that's what we try to keep our focus on. It's not making everything the same experience. It's not welcome in, hi, how are you? What are you looking for? It's like a personal thing. It's like, what's up, bro? Like, how's it going? Are we looking for something fun to do?
You get a different experience with whoever's working.
Yeah.
So you're not
Like-
going to come in and do the same experience every time, but you're going to get a good one.
Do people actually just do things the same all the time? Or you're saying like that, like, how can you do that? I get so bored, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I love it, but I'm also like, what? I struggle when I'm like, how do you want to do everything the same? Also the same as they're used to, but I'm like, how?
Falling into a system is very easy to do, but getting out of that system and doing something outside of your circle is fun and different, and it makes people want more of that.
Yes.
I love that. So what do you think is the biggest challenge for you guys lately when it comes to helping customers who might feel nervous or maybe embarrassed? I know sometimes shame happens a lot and they finally made it into the store.
I think the most difficult thing is just learning how to engage with those types of people, because everybody, again, is different. I can walk into a store and be nervous, and then I probably wouldn't mind if somebody came up to me and asked if I wanted something in my butthole, but somebody else probably would not like that. So you have to kind of gauge on their vibes and everything and go up to them and match that vibe system. And everybody is different, so you got to do every customer, you got to put on a different type of facade almost.
I love that. Right. And you're getting love from Helene. She says separate personalities. That's how it should be. Lorette, make them comfortable in an uncomfortable environment. Cam's here. Rebecca.
Hey, Cam.
And joke is how I do it. Haha. And Andrea's just here with yes vibes all day. And I love you for it, my friend. Okay. So are there certain products that customers are always a little bit more curious or more hesitant to ask on? Like what's the I don't want to talk about it, but I'm clearly here for it category of the year so far?
I feel like anal. I feel like a lot of customers are scared to ask about anal stuff, especially because a lot of people aren't like familiar with it or scared to try it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what they're most uncomfortable to ask about.
Yeah.
Oh, and they don't realize it's like almost 1/3 of everybody's like overall revenue now as a category. It's like exploded in the last 7 years.
Yeah. I'd say anal is one of them, and then men's toys is another one.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
men think that they don't have a lot in the sex industry because it's women. They have all this and all that, but that's not really true. And I like to remind them of that. Like they have way more than just the regular strokers or a prostate thing. Like there's cock rings. There's different types of strokers that you can use. You can use it with your partner or use it solo. And there's many different types as well. There's ones that simulate oral. There's ones that talk to you. I sold out of that one pretty fast.
Hashtag do butt stuff. Normalize butt stuff.
Everybody's got a butt. Everybody's got a butt.
You know what? It is what it is. I'm not. No one's here to yuck anybody's yum. We're just wondering business wise, right? Is it still trending? It looks like Drea agrees, right? So it's still a category. We got to stay educated. We got to know what's going on because a lot of times people don't even realize not just that there's a whole available section, but beyond just your standard insert mold and shape here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Lorette. Oh, girl, that's so sweet. Okay, let's talk about some more customer experience stuff before we move to retail education and social media, right? Because everybody's got to talk about social media. It's almost like if you're not on, you don't have any legitimacy, right? But as far as like still crafting this customer experience, do you see that there are, and I'm just always curious, right? For the people, are there myths or like super misconceptions that you find yourself correcting more than you used to, or just what's the one you have to correct all the time? For me, I'm like, no, latex is no longer made with any animal byproducts. It would be $1 million product.
I think the biggest one for the adult store is going to be the enhancements. Everybody has different feelings on them, and not everybody knows how they work. And it's different for everybody. I'd like to say that. So I can take something and it will work perfectly fine, but she'll take the same thing and it won't do the same thing. So you have to find what's working with your body and how your body digests things.
That was here with me that one day when the customer was like scared to try them because he thought he was gonna have a heart attack. Okay, yeah. That's what
I had one guy get really scared about taking an enhancement because he thought he was gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And I had to explain to them that that's not what they do. They're not
right. But also, I'm not a doctor, right? You can take these things and ask your doctor about it if you'd like, right? I want to empower you to that, but now sometimes there is, or at least in my past experience, sometimes it is hard to maintain that boundary between professional, but I'm also a professional who cares. And I want to make you feel comfortable to now you must think for me and do all the things for me. You're like, okay, that's not what we're talking about here, right? Or there's things about the product you might be asking me that are not selling questions, right? Like you don't owe anybody's like you don't just because you're crafting an experience doesn't mean that your personal experience needs to be a part of that.
Yes.
I feel like I have to just say that for the masses sometimes. Not that I know you guys are in a different bracket, and that's why we're here to talk about your retail and your entertainment and all the fun things. But sometimes I've experienced a lot of people, they feel like they get all this product thrown at them, and it's like, if I don't belong to all these categories, I'm a phony. How am I going to be like here selling things? And it's like, no. It's there are tools out there so that you feel comfortable.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right, protect yourself. There's a lot of scammers out there. Ooh, Lorette, for the enhancements, it's one of those buy and try and come back and keep trying until you find the one. Yeah, it's like quick turns, right? They're herbs and they aren't energy drinks. They increase blood flow to certain body parts. Yes, and people shouldn't feel afraid sexually experience with sexual supplements. Well, I would think that would be part of, again, the journey almost.
Yes.
I don't know. Also,
be scared to try something at least once, but you have to talk to them and ease them in, and maybe they'll dip a toe or two inside.
What's the number one question people just are asking when they walk into the store? Maybe it's a product, but maybe it's like, I don't know, where do I park?
I think the biggest thing, and it's ever since it came out, was air pulsators.
Okay.
Those are the biggest thing that gets like the questions and everything about it. And I like to explain it like it's a female blowjob. And because
that's a great way, yeah.
Not a lot of people understand what it is, and especially with men. I have men coming in here for toys for their partners and all that, and they have no idea. So explaining it to something to where they can understand, because men like blowjobs. I'm sure a woman would as well. So if he can understand through his perspective, then it will be easier for them to pick up a toy for their partner.
Elaine says, I agree with Lorette, but you still have to be careful because herbs can still trigger things, and checking with your doctor is not a bad idea. Right? You don't want to be, right? That's not my area of expertise.
Yeah, especially if, like, because I have a few older people coming in here and they say that they take heart medication and they want to know if they can take it with them. And I like to explain that it may not affect, but again, I'm not a professional doctor. I don't have a PhD or anything. So it would be great for you to talk to your doctor beforehand and maybe even bring it into him and show him the ingredients that are inside of it and see if he or her will let you take it.
Love it. See, suggestions for anybody out there. Bring us some more hard questions. We're here to we're here to get through all of these quarterly and monthly goals and all these other fun things so we can keep doing what we love, right? But if you got questions, let's talk about it. Maybe someone can inspire you.
Yeah, and for me, I'm a big allergy advocate because I have a lot of allergies. I'm very hypersensitive to anything that has water inside of it, so I can't use water-based lubricant. I have to use the silicone lubricant, and it's really nice to help the people out that have the sensitivities or allergens that they feel comfortable getting stuff that can be used for them, because it feel excluded if you can't take something because you're allergic or you're sensitive to it. And you feel like you can't do certain things, but we like to explain to people that yes, you can. You just might have to take a different route.
Yeah, like it might not look the way that you thought it was going to look, but it's a journey, just like any other care, I would think, right? Like, oh, I moved my plants and the sun was not right, and now they hate me. That's a real thing, and I'm not going to do that again. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to try things. I think most of the boxes on anything cosmetic, if not medical, is always like, do the patch test.
Yes.
So I'm not here to lecture anybody, but I'm just saying that's usually my default. If people are like, oh, am I going to have an allergic reaction? I am not a doctor. Why don't you try and find out? Drea has a very good point too. Like, you don't have to go to the doctor. You just go to your pharmacist where you get your meds filled.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. Erica says, back to air pulsation. She says it's something that you cannot do to yourself and your partner can't mimic. It's a new fun sensation. That's a good selling sort of like closing statement. And you have to not be afraid to ask, right? If they finally made it in the door, they're there. Yeah. Right.
That's what I try to tell customers when they come in nervous. I'm like, you can ask me any question. Like, I got you.
With this store, like, it's one thing to come in, but we're not going to go out into our daily lives and be like, guess who came into my store? Guess what they bought? Like, it's not going to be like that. And they need to understand that it's kind of like a confidentiality type of thing. You come in here and it stays in here. It's like Vegas.
It's like Vegas.
Yeah, and everybody wants to take a little piece of Vegas with them when they go home. So
I know you end up always taking a little. Well, I guess that's if you don't use a condom, you can take a little bit of Vegas home with you. You weren't expecting it. STIs are a real thing, people. That's a different lecture.
Babies are also a real thing.
Yeah. Yes, that part. Okay, Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club. We don't talk about this. Drea. Goodness. Okay. We're going to switch gears to social media tips and tricks and all the fun things you do and celebrate it, because I also have to learn this crap. So welcome to the journey, everybody. Drea says, the Fight Club. Oh, hey, this is my friend Mandy. What's up? I'm not too shy to ask. I don't know until you're asked. She's a Gemini. So she's okay asking. Ooh. Also, Lorette, she says, working with finding a female customer, something of a vibration or pulsation toy, it's important to always ask if they are looking for vaginal stimulation or clitoral stimulation, right? And sometimes people don't know the difference. Be kind. Be kind.
Yes. never know what anybody's going through, so you can't expect them to know anything or everything. You have to be that person for them. You know?
It's such simple advice, but it's really true. I had a manager back in my cosmetic days. You know, that was like one of her number one things, and like, you know, the weekly conference call we all did at the little table with the big phone and the beep boops. And she was like, you know, hey, you don't, when these people, you know, we're talking about returns or something like that. She's like, you know, when people are coming at you, or you feel like, you know, you don't know what somebody's going through. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what their day is. I guarantee it has nothing to do with you. You don't take up that much space in somebody else's day. Or I guess be blessed that you do, right? Oh, the lady behind the counter is this most important part of my day. Like you have no problems. Good for you. Show them if they don't know. Yes, show and tell is always fun when you can. It's guiding an experience. 100%. 100%. So both of you have been creating content online, and you talk about products and retail life, and you know, try to again make an experience before somebody even gets in the door. What sort of inspired you and the whole team to kind of start sharing all of that?
Well, I mean, again, like you said before, if you're not on social media, nobody really knows who you are. So it's always nice to show people what can you have. And being that type of influencer, you have to be really like, I don't know, with social media you can't share too much. Like I can't pop a titty or whatnot. But I can definitely have the experience of being like, hey, like this is a good product and I'm showing you and you have experience with who I am and all stuff like that. So if they're comfortable with you, they're comfortable with what you have to talk about.
I also feel like you hit a larger audience too, because like you build your following, so you're attracting more people to come in when you're building your audience. And like I've had people from different towns come down here just to see us because they like what they see, you know, on our pages and stuff like that.
I've been out on the town.
I love that. There are people out there that will make a decision to do the extra mile if they love the service, right? Or want to go out and support small business. Matt did. He's huge on us showing people what we offer and how we talk at Paradise. Ooh, more Paradise words. I love it. How each one of us is different with our words. We post when we work too, so that people can come and see us, like if they're, you know, and that's a good way to be like, I can't share my schedule with you because of that.
Yeah.
But like, oh, by the way, if you're following, you're going to see like what's going on. And then if you need to talk about herbs some more, come on in. I want to make a visit to meet my favorite Paradise ladies. Oh my goodness, you guys should.
We want to meet Erica. We love her.
Come on in.
Erica, I think maybe I meet you when I go to Salt Lake City at some point. Question mark? I don't know. Don't quote me.
Does Erica go to the shows? Then she might be able to meet some of us.
Erica, are you going? Where are you going? What's happening? The people need to know. Okay, while we wait for her to answer, because we know the internet, the ether has a lag. She says, you should. I love you. We love you. We love everybody. Oh, hell yes. Okay, but what shows, Erica? Where do you go that we can meet you?
The people want to know.
We need to know your
people
location.
Need to know. In the meantime, how do you guys decide what outside of like, hey, come, like I posted because this is my shift, right? How do you decide like products or topics or pictures you want to post on socials?
I think I kind of cycle through. If I haven't shown it for a while, then I post it. But we all have our little niches. I really enjoy the creature cocks and stuff.
Well, they're
like
super
that.
fun to talk about.
So I make it a point to share the most of those. Like I'm that girl that loves the weird tentacles and all that, and I'm showing them off all the time. Like I really can't get my hands off them.
Well, right, it's a fantasy too, right? Like, you know,
a good thing to show people that it's not creepy, it's not weird. Everybody can have fun with their own little fantasies and all that. And there's many, many, many different types of them. So you don't have to have the orc or the tentacle. You can have whatever you dream of.
Guess what? You can change your mind.
Yes.
You can change your mind. Don't need to be so hard on yourself. Like, we don't have to have everything decided all the time, even though I feel like I do sometimes. You don't.
But I like to share those because it makes people feel comfortable. Because people are like, they'll come in and they'll look at them and they'll be like, ew, what's that? What's that? And like, we have to understand that everybody's kinks or enjoyment is not something to be disgusted about.
Yeah.
Like, it may not be your thing, but you don't have to shame it. Kink shaming is not good. It makes other people have kinks.
Everybody has there's a bias that you're dealing with that, in somebody's mind that you have no idea how it got there, what it exists, how much information is in it. It's never about the situation or you, but all about what narrative was already planted there. Okay, this is kind of hilarious to just be like, squirrel. Mandy says, amen. There has taught me a lot about many things. You need people to know, so that way you feel the best you can. But then down here, she goes, Tori instead of amen, stupid autocorrects. So I just had to point out, I thought we were getting like, spiritual up in here. But no, she was just calling my name, which I guess is even better. All right. And then the update is Erica hasn't gone to a show and she needs to. So we'll work on that.
Yes, we need to see her.
We need to figure something out. Helene, this goes back to, if she's still on, this goes back to the women's retreat we were figuring out. Okay. This is all part of it. We're all trying to figure out where we can meet, but also the economy. Yes.
I think we need a women's
retreat. Make a plan. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think we do need a women's retreat. All the women in the industry, we're gonna go have a little vacation together.
Let's go to the beach.
We'll figure it out. And we need to just figure out how we do it. And everybody just puts $5 into this high returns investment every time we meet kind of thing. And then we leave it forever. And then we could become millionaires. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So then we can say it's not just a women's retreat club. It's an investment club. Look at this. Okay. Sorry. Lorette says, I just had a conversation the other day with my boss about possibly going to the next Shoes One in Vegas one of these times, hopefully next January. Oh, fun. Coming to an Expats. That would rock. Nathan says, Erica is going to the Salt Lake Roadshow. I demand it happen. Okay. See? Everybody, let's meet in Salt Lake.
Sold.
Nathan said so. Women's retreat, let's go. And then Erica says, you got it. Okay, this is fun, right? I feel like we have a chat, I'm not cool, not like the super chat, right? But it's our little AIM industry chat here.
Yes, I love it.
Yay. Okay, this is so fun. What do you see customers coming into the store? What do you see them coming into the store for, long term? What's the next thing you're focusing on in, I guess I kind of mushed all these together. What's the next thing you're going to use your social media to bring more people into, right? I know you let them know when you're working, but what's the next target now that you've accomplished that?
I think our biggest thing is going out in our town and doing local things, going to other local businesses, sharing the love with everybody, and in return, they share the love back. And I think that's one of our biggest things. We like to go out as Paradise Girls and go out and enjoy the local shops and take pictures and show everybody that we're not just Paradise Girls. We're actually we're fun girls. We're going to go out. We're going to go to this clothing store that most people don't know about and show off how cool it is, and then go to the juice bar and have fun there and do all these nice things out on the town. And then hopefully people come and see us and they're like, hey, you're the Paradise Girls. And we're like, yeah, follow.
It makes you that much more approachable, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Lorette. We promote others. That is what my love letter of this live streaming is. Erica says, I imagine that does a lot for your local business as well, right?
Yeah. It's not just for us, but it's for our other small businesses around us.
I love that. That's something I see as a successful, maybe long-term strategy of things I'd like to do with things like the SWPA, right? The Sexual Wellness Professionals Alliance. It's still on a smaller scale, but just having that community of like, you guys have like small businesses that can kind of talk and work things out and be united. So like we need an industry one where everybody can talk and feel united and just be like, these are the common things we have to go through, right? Like let me get the very long list of things that we all have to deal with. Okay, so speaking of which, you guys have been super supportive of the Illumination line, and so far the best video that made me smile and like cry all at the same time was Rem's with how excited she was about the tester wand. So because maybe my boss is watching and he'll be excited that we're plugging the line at the same time. Look, it's all business, right? Kind of. So you've supported it early on. I mean, it's really only like 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks old. So like you were very early adopters. What stood out to you about the products?
Definitely the lights. It was the lights for me, because wands, they can be kind of the same throughout all. I think the most important thing that people look for is the high vibration and how waterproof it is, and that's one of the things with the Illumination wand. It's not just fun to play with, but my tester has been sitting in water for weeks.
I was about to say that.
And
is it still in water? Like for weeks?
We just took it out of water today.
We just charge it and then put it back in there.
Yes.
And it can sit in there. That's what
And look, she's fine. I wish I could zoom in, but look, she's fine. That's a good thing. I haven't put any of them in water long term, so look at this.
Keep ours displayed in water for a long time, and it works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing that happens. We switch out the water every 2 days. We charge her. We put her back in there. She's like a little fish.
She's a mermaid. Loretta wants to know how sales have been going with the Illumination line.
Sales have been great. I think the biggest thing about it is I like to tell people about the whole memory core and all that.
Can you see the lights? We're trying
them.
to do green for St. Patrick's Day.
I know. You know what? It's hard. Webcams really wash out the color, which is why it's hard for me to do. I've learned my iPhone or my iPad show off the colors way better because they're better cameras than these dinky webcams.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys haven't had a chance to see them, and you'll be at the Altitude Show next weekend, they're going to be all over the place. Please enjoy. We want to just light everything up because it's Las Vegas, right? What's the reactions from customers when they see that it's lighting up for the first time? Is there like a double take? Is there like a
their reaction is kind of bug-eyed. They'll take a double look and they'll be like,
oh, the stink eye kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's more of like intriguing about it. Like you never really see a sex toy light up, especially the way it lights up and the way that you can dim it or brighten it.
Yeah,
that really catches their eye as well.
Well, and you can do that with the vibration intensity. I got some feedback being like, oh, well, some people wish it was like stronger, and I was like, people want more than 6,000 RPMs now, more.
That's insane.
And they were like, oh, we just maybe didn't see the intensity part of that. So no, this is good because we're still trying to figure out the best ways to communicate. We're still understanding our brand, right?
Yes.
Lorette, sweet. Sales have been great on it. I love telling people that it's a rave for your private parts and fully customizable. I love it. I've been calling it a Spotify playlist, right? Like I can make my own rave party playlist, but I like your private parts rave. Maybe we can do something about that. Oh, good job, Nathan. Good job. Booth 729, 834, and 836 at Altitude. Thank you for the plug. That is where I will be this weekend. The Vegas owns me. Jaw drops and fun gazes. Oh my goodness, I love Lorette and her little. I'm doing sound effects for her, like she's like the cheerleader, and she's
Yeah,
like
she
dance
is.
moves.
She's our
That's how I
cheerleader.
imagine her right now. There's not a lot of us, right? Like I'm not a cheerleader by trade, but I'm an energy matcher or puller. So I get you, Lorette. Like, you know, there's not a lot of us. What types of products tend to get customers the most excited on the retail floor?
I feel like, in my experience, like the Levins or the WeVibe, like the Bluetooth ones that you can connect to your phone. I feel like those ones get people really excited because you can use it from long distance.
Long distance toys are quite popular. We have people that
That's
travel
awesome.
work around us. We have a lot of truckers
Yeah.
around us as well.
Or like couples that travel, yeah.
Yeah. So something that can go from state to state is very important to a lot of people here.
Well,
and
that's good
public
news
as
for
well.
us.
Public
Yeah.
play as well. Like we love going out in public and like fooling around and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But nobody wants to be caught. So
No, yeah, you want to be. It's fun for the journey and the scene and the experience. But yeah, you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't need to get taught. You gotta know your boundaries there.
yes, so it's very very important to have something that's like Bluetooth, so you can use your phone with it instead of like having a remote and all that, because everybody has a phone and nobody's really paying attention to what you're doing on that phone. So it's very important to have something that is accessible to everybody out in public or just out and about.
Oh, Erica says that she was online with hers and the dudes went wild for LED. It's like a gamer thing or something. There's like a, ooh, you did it. You did the light.
It's like gambling. You know, when you go to Vegas, there's lights that are flashing all these noise. Yeah, it's an addiction thing. It's
It's
grabbing
that
you.
part of my little brain. Yoink kind of
Yes.
situation. Oh my goodness. Okay, so last of me asking questions about the line, and then we'll go to rapid fires, and then we can just have fun and have a dance party maybe, right? Light it up. We'll rave. Okay. What makes a product memorable enough that customers come back asking for it again, or like the next version of it, right? Like what do you think makes it? Is it the packaging? Is it the pricing? Is it the brand loyalty?
I feel like brand loyalty and the function of the toy too, like the power of the toys, the way it looks. I feel like that's one of the thing that draws them in more.
Yes, I have a lot of brand loyalty customers here and all that. But I think a big thing is how well you explain it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can read the back of the box all day, but it's definitely not comparable to a personal experience.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, that's wise advice, wise answer. All right, team chat, whatever I call you guys yet, just chat, audience. We're moving on. Speak now or hold your peace, because then we're going to do the fun rapid fires and be silly. So if you've got any other questions or you want to hear some more musings on the retail floor, we're gonna go get silly. Okay. What's the funniest question a customer has ever asked? Like, I don't want to like put anyone down, but sometimes they ask funny questions like, "Where are my sunglasses?" and they're wearing them.
I don't know if it. I had more of a request one time. I had this wife come into my store, and then her husband, who's sitting out in the car, called me on my store phone, told me to like prank her a bit and tell her that her Pussy Machine 9000 is coming in next week and that it has a Kickstarter.
The Kickstarter.
That was definitely one of my funniest requests. And then I think the strangest thing I've been asked is if people can use a toy with multiple people at the same time, and it definitely was not a toy that you could do that with.
Use a condom.
Yes, please.
I think the strangest questions I've been asked is if I can give them or not a review, like if I can like test a toy for them and then give them my not feedback, but like something kind of like that. But I'm like, probably not. I mean, I can give you like details on the toy, all that, but I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
you-
that's that part of like, yeah, I'm a professional and this is the boundary you've crossed, right? That's not a part of selling, sir.
I'm sure there's some videos online.
I'm like, yeah, you can look it up on online.
Right, yeah, this is not that market. But there are places for you to do that, right? Problem solver. If I can't help you, let me point you in a direction. Here we are. What's the most underrated product in your entire store right now?
I think the most underrated product in my store right now is definitely cock rings. I think cock rings do an assortment of things. Some people just think that it's just for the engorgement or whatnot, but it does so much more. It helps hold up condoms, and you can use stacker rings to not penetrate as deep, because everybody's cavities are different. Some people's are bigger and some people's are longer, and sometimes it hurts to go in all the way. So it's always nice to have that extra cushion to not go all the way in. And I think that's very important for men, especially men and women, but especially men, to know that it's not just like an engorgement toy. Like it can do so much more than just engorge you.
All right, that's the next mission, right? Hashtag normalize D-rings. There's probably a lot of things we can normalize, right? Not just what you listed.
I think we should normalize men toys.
Yes.
I think a lot of men are really scared or like don't want to ask about the toys, because a lot of them come in here for stuff for their partners. So I'm like, we do have a section over here for you as well.
Yeah.
And also, take home the lube too. I don't care what you say, people. Bring your lube home too.
I'm always pushing the lube.
Yeah,
That's the lube and the toy cleaner.
the biggest thing. After I try to catch somebody out, the very last question is, do you need any toy cleaner or lube today?
Yeah. So, which toy cleaner and lube are you going to use today? Because you won't be having the experience you were looking to have if you don't do the things right.
Yeah, it's always
Lorette says she's been asked if she sells used toys, and then she usually shuts that down real quick, right? Can't help you there. Thanks.
I've also
Goodbye. Yes,
So
right. That's where Boy Chats comes in. There's already a market handled for that. Go there. I need this stuff for a rave event. Helene, we'll get there. Mandy, how do you size a cock ring? Oh, should we ask the ladies? And Wicked Lube is my favorite to push on people.
I feel like a lot of cock rings are like universal. Like they're usually all like one size. I mean, there is different sizes, but most of them are just you can stretch them enough to fit whichever size.
Most of them are silicone, right? So we're not like talking a latex condom that there's only.
My favorite ones are the silicone ones.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that gummy material.
I like, if people don't know what they want fully in a size of a cock ring, I always suggest like a leash for them so they can adjust the size for themselves and see which one they enjoy the most, and then maybe next time they'll come in for that size that they adjusted it to. Or I'll suggest like a 3-pack of rings.
Yeah, I was gonna say they should do one like the My One condom. Like here's the top 3 sizing cock rings, and here's your take home pack.
I think we actually do have one of those, like 3 different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's a great idea. There you go. Someone already did it. Perfect. What's your guys' retail shift survival snack?
I honestly don't know.
Did you say snack?
Snack, food snack.
Oh, you said snack. Okay, I thought you said taco.
I think my biggest thing is I drink a lot of Red Bull. As soon as I get here, I buy 2 Red Bulls a day. I don't eat anything throughout my shift. I'm solely on energy.
Oh my God, I love snacks.
She's living on retail floor.
She's crazy. Honestly, yeah, Red Bull is probably like all of our go-to. I don't think we could survive without it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Red Bull means it's been a long day for Tori. I'm no longer young. Actually, that's a lie. When Red Bull first came out, I was in college, young ones. Sit around the fire and gather your things with me. And so it was all over the campus. right? That and Monster, because there's just, it was by like word of mouth, like, hey, try it, and now you love it, and then you buy all the things. So naturally, I had a Red Bull and a vodka, and then I remember it being like the worst hangover ever because I couldn't go to sleep. I was just awake, and I had to deal with my like dehydration by myself. Anyways, anyone else got stories? Chime on in. What's your product that you love explaining the most, like to customers, because their eyes just go, really, or like whatever, like.
I think I like definitely introducing the creature cocks, or like there's so many different types of creatures. And as if somebody gets a creature cock and it comes to my very last question, do you need toy cleaner or lube today? And if they say no, I could be, are you sure? And then I point over to the creature cum that's purple and blue, and I got creature slime that's green, and then they just go, oh my God. Like,
yeah,
they
but
have
wait, did you see the things? And that's a big thing. They might be standing in the store of all these things, but they're not seeing everything, right?
Yeah.
Because it's hard to advertise in this industry on occasion. Yeah. So there's a lack of information for people.
I have a big creature mountain that people walk into.
We have a beautiful creature wall.
A beautiful creature wall, and I have this beautiful creature sign that shines bright, and it's the big creature eyeball, and it really draws people in, and I think that's the most fun thing about it. The creatures and alienation, that's one of the biggest things for me, because it catches people's eye off the bat.
Yeah.
But then pulling them out and showing them all the different types, it just widens.
We're gonna have to send Tori a picture of our creature wall.
Yes,
please. I would love that. No, because again, at the end of the day, well, maybe not the end of the day. Several things happen at the end of the day, but one major point I'm trying to make here is there's a fantasy, and however you want to spark that imagination, it's your brain that needs to get turned on first. So if it's because you're just in utter shock or because you're so excited, it doesn't matter. Roll with the creative feeling, right?
Yes.
Hold on. We've got people that are saying things. Let's read aloud to the class. Lorette says, I like to have people feel the worst one. I think we're going back to C ranks right now, but I got to make sure everybody's, up to date. The worst ones we have, the packaging. And then I explain what the other ones would feel like. Knowing a lot of information on each cock ring product is very important. But like, not everybody just like has that available. You guys rock, but also sometimes it's hard to even know that information exists. Mandy would like 3 sizes to try. We'll work on you, Mandy. Nathan says, you need to eat better. You'll end up looking like me if you stick to the hard Red Bull diet, which, sir, we don't have that sort of negative self-talk on my show.
I think I look pretty good, and I think you look pretty good as well. I think we should.
Right, that's what I'm saying. No, we don't need negative self-talk here. And Lorette is cheerleading again, and she likes to show people the creature cocks that come and shoot eggs.
Yes,
right. That's gotta spark some sort of something, right? Even if it's not your thing, just to know that that's a market out there, and there's an imagination to it and extra creativity. It's like amazing.
I've had people who have never tried them and like never been interested in them, and then been shown them and been like, oh, these are actually really cool. Because like the sizes, the shapes, like you can't get that from just a regular dildo.
Yeah.
So many options. Your imagination is your only limiter, people. People, like what people? You guys are my people. I'm just yelling at other people. Like I'm an old lady yelling at people already. Okay. As I continue to yell, if adult retail had a theme song, what do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
It is kind of hard.
Sex on Fire.
The first one that comes to mind.
That one.
I think the one that comes to mind, it's not like a certain song, but it's Aisha Erotica. She has a lot of music. She's a trans singer, and she makes a lot of music. Like there's a song just named Condoms.
Ooh,
and it's
I must investigate.
Condoms. Teaching you how to use condoms and use spermicidal lube.
This is amazing. I need to add it to the Paradise playlist. I must find.
Rem introduced me to that. I love it.
She's quite the queen.
Okay. All right. Checking out. Also, Nathan likes explaining all the favorite things he does when people ask him about his job at bars. That's always a fun one.
That's one of the biggest thing. When I used to go out to bars all the time, I had people coming up to me and be like, "You're Rem Paradise? How's it over there?" Like,
Fun.
yeah, it was very nice. And all that. So when people come out and they're just like, "Are you Rem?" I'll be like, "Yeah, that's me."
Are you? I don't know. Oh my goodness. How exciting. Well, you guys are working really hard and you're doing really well and you're just killing it. Retail baddies. Thank you so much for being here. Before we do the wrap
Dude, I'm gonna knock this over. We do a lot, but I think we wouldn't be able to do a lot of what we do without our distributors. You know, our mom and dad are Eddie at National and Maria at El Dorado.
Yay!
Mama y Papa. Those are our biggest.
Oh, love it. For sure. Okay, big shout out, Eddie and Maria. Thank you. You are doing all the things we talked about inspiring and helping people. So final question, as we have to do the winding down part. Now we have to wrap up, as I would say, because I sell condoms and that makes me laugh. What's maybe the one thing you wish more people understood about adult retail workers?
That we are not there for your sexual entertainment. We're there for sexual entertainment, but we're not there for your personal sexual entertainment. You know,
Education.
It's for everyone, and we're not gonna go. I like showing people dirty stuff and like being all like sexual and everything, but I don't want you to ask me personal questions about my sex life, because
Nor is it needed to be successful.
Yeah, I can tell you like my personal things. Like I've tried this lubricant and it's really great, but I'm not going to tell you in which ways I use it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, no, your personal stories, testimonies, and experiences are not needed to close sales. If you are having a hard time with that, any babies out there, come to us. We will help you.
Yes, and I think it's a great thing to have your own backbone and boundaries. Everybody's different, and like I'm kind of loose with it. I'll let you say whatever you want, but as soon as you step over my line, I'm snapping you back and be like, hey, let's not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like the whole you got to meet people where you're at, but also you need to know where I'm at.
I have a 3-strike warning if you are saying something I'm not particularly comfortable with. I'll tell you. You do it again, I'll tell you again. If you do it again, you're done. I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel like that's just a decent rule of threes for me.
Yeah, and it helps them regain what's back, because everybody has a different filter when they walk in here. Like I'm not gonna kick you out if you say fuck really loud, but also I'm not gonna entertain you if you ask me like what type of lingerie I prefer.
Yeah, no. How about you buy some and go find out with your partner? Lorette says that she had a guy in from Seattle and he started freaking out in the store saying, "Oh my God, you're Lorette Paradise. I love all the girls of Paradise and you are all amazing." Aw, I love that. I feel like I'm in the wrong town. Drea, good point. Wants people to know we are not always horny. Yeah, hi, we have to work too, like everybody else, to put food on the by the way, this whole business is very legitimate. That sometimes is very annoying as anybody in the space, right? You're like, okay, just because I might sell these items doesn't mean
that's what
that exactly.
You walk in here, you automatically expect the person to be a hypersexual person.
Yeah.
And I'm in that demographic to where I'm not really it. You know, I'm that Gen Z that doesn't really do most of that. And it's fine. I'm not telling you not to do that or to be more sexual, but it's your comfortability. And it doesn't stop me from selling things to people.
100%. It's not worth your safety, quite honestly. You can still be very successful.
Yeah. Me not having my hypersexual life doesn't distract me from connecting with other people and helping them with their hypersexual life.
But yeah, also my personal business is none of anybody on the retail floor's business. Period.
No.
You can share what you wish to share, but also it's not required, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lorette says it like heary, right? She wants people to know that we aren't sex workers and we are product providers and informers of the sex industry. I think that the porn stars and the pleasure product industry has had the same sort of, I don't want to call it a feud, but almost just like needing to have a separation because there's just so much stigma in this category.
The wall, we're over here and they're over here. There's a separation. It's a very thin wall, but there's still a wall.
Yes, like there's a lot of things we drive together, and I think we should be supportive of one another's business because one is up and then the other will be up.
Yes.
But it doesn't. It that goes back into like the way that we view sex workers in general and all these other things. It's a whole other conversation. I would love to have someday. Write that down, person. That is me. Drea has a stop sign apparently, and I think that's amazing.
I need a stop sign.
Oh yeah.
I think
stop sign.
I think we all need a mini stop sign. I think I would love this. And I think if Nathan's still on, I need to talk to you about we need to make some Paradise shirts for the Paradise girls. And sometimes he can do fun things because he's masterful, if y'all didn't know. Okay.
Paradise.
This has been so much fun. But I'm trying not to be the podcast that goes too far over an hour. And now we hit an hour, and that went by really, really fast. Like really fast. Thank you for coming. Like, please come again.
Thank you for having
us. But like,
us.
it's been great having you, and I truly love being able to celebrate you guys. Come back anytime. Drea says it says stop. You're being inappropriate as fuck. Drea, can we please get a picture later?
We
or can
need
you tell
that.
us how to make? Yeah, can we? Who can make one and like maybe bedazzle it and all the things? Who's crafty? We're gonna figure this out.
Yes.
But seriously, thank you again for coming and just to say it again for the cheap
Thank you
seats
for
in the
having
back. Oh no, I loved it. Like again, the retail staff, you guys are the ones who are educating the customers. You guys are the ones driving our paychecks. Right? You're making the safe environments for this exploration. And then you're truly turning any of this like curiosity into the confidence that we as a whole industry need to survive. So thank you so much, the Paradise people, but definitely the Nucleus Paradise girls here, just for showing and sharing your passion and just that you care that the industry is growing and you want to be here for it. I love it. You're nurturing it. Do you want to let everybody know if they want to come see you, where they can find you or DM you or email you if they got questions or, want to help be inspired? Yeah, we're doing this.
And Instagram.
Yes, all of us Paradise girls have our own separate Facebooks. So this is Adriana Paradise. I'm Rim Paradise. You can find us on Facebook.
We have Lorette Paradise, Kyle Paradise. She's our newest member.
Yes.
We love her.
Yay,
And
Kyle.
the original Paradise Facebook for Paradise Adults and the Paradise Glass, and then you can find the mixture of all of us on both pages, and comment underneath our pictures or send us a little message to ask any questions or if you need anything.
So perfect. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm hilarious and I sell condoms. So I like to end things with like, that's a wrap. On today's Tuesdays with Tori. Again, huge thank you to the Paradise people, Rem and Adriana, for joining me and giving us a real look into life in the retail floor, at least for like a little hour. If you missed any part of today's episode, too bad. I'm just kidding. There is a YouTube. You can catch the replay. It's YouTube at Tuesdays with Tori Tia. And Vegas is upon us this weekend, so stay tuned. More shenanigans. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go eat meat and beer. And be jolly. Bye, everyone.